Hey everybody, pop quiz. It's Saturday night. What are you doing in the 1970s if you're a black person? Well, if you grew up in my family, you were pressing and combing that hair. Welcome to Black History Month. This is me, that hoodoo lady, sharing with you all of the fun things that I know about growing up black. So, if you were in the 1970s and even before then, you may recognize the following products: Blue Magic hair grease, hair food, and a pressing comb. Now, if you were raised like my family, every Saturday you got a fresh wash and press if you were a woman. Just happened. Somebody would sit you down and put your head in the sink and scrub the living bejeebies out of your scalp to make sure it was nice and clean, and they would like squeak it, like squeak, squeak, squeak. You could hear the water and the shampoo, and you could hear it rinse, and then they would squeak it. They would blow dry it with probably one of the slowest blow dryers in your entire life that went like this. Zzz. And there wasn't any air coming out of that at all, at all. And right on your hot stove, on the little coils of the hot stove that were like about as big as your finger, or at least in my house they would put that hot comb on the stove, wait for it to turn blistering red, and apply it to your head over and over and over to make sure that every kinky, coily curl was pressed out. And the smoke would rise, and you would get those fine edges of burned, singed, and you'd have to hold down your ear so that you wouldn't get burned. And then after that, you would get all of your hair slicked back, and then they would bring out this really weird curling iron, which usually had duct tape or black tape on the ends because they've used it so much that the handle part is gone now. And then you would get curls. Now, those curls were meant to last you the entire week. Do not come home on Monday after your parent has spent all Saturday doing your hair, and it was usually a 4-hour process, doing your hair, with any excuse of why you still had kinky coilies that are here. And I mean kinky with all respect, because my hair is beautifully kinky. But before then, I never thought of it as beautifully kinky. I always thought of it as icky kinky, like, oh no, your hair is really short, or oh no, your hair isn't growing down your back. So what do? They burn the hell out of it, they perm the hell out of it, anything to make it straight. So, black people that you meet who were born and raised in the 60s, 70s, 50s, 40s will probably all have that similar kind of experience and have some kind of trauma around their hair and it being straight enough. Like, I remember getting a perm in my hair, and I used to ask for it to be bone straight. And bone straight meant exactly that. Like, they used that chemical and burned out every curl and coil in your hair. And then you would get scabs in your hair, just right on your scalp, and they would flake off. Well, you can't apply water to it because then your hair will go back to being coily. And yeah, that was what it was like growing up black. The other kids that were not black would all laugh and giggle about, oh my gosh, we're going to put water in your hair because it'll be funny. They had no idea the pain and drama that you went through just to be able to keep your hair bone straight because everyone was telling you that your hair was ugly. So, what do I love about the year 2024? So, Black History Month, let me tell you, there's nothing like walking out the house proud and loud, with your hair just as kinky coily as you ever wanted to be, and no one can ever put anything hot on my hair and burn my scalp and make me feel bad ever, ever again. So I hope that if you have anyone with a lineage that comes from Africa, like we all do, that you continue to watch Black History Month Moments with me, and we continue to share this universal experience that we have of growing up in this life and living this life, because Black history is our history. And I hope you like my fun little stories. If you do, please share them with your audience. I'm not going to know your audience, but you know your audience. And the only way my audience gets bigger is with your help. So for Black History Month, do me a favor, send this video to somebody who also has had the Black experience or wants to learn more about Black culture. Thanks so much, and I will see you later. Please be sure and subscribe, like, follow, comment, all of those things. Hoodoo for everyone.